1 2 1 2 1 2 episode 179. What's a podcast? We are back
Hold on,
in the
episode
building.
179. What season are we on?
Just whatever's clever. Keeping it simple, man. Whatever.
Keep it
Just
simple.
keep it simple,
Yeah.
man. Episode 179. What's a podcast? DJ Jerome Baker the third. We are back in the building. Shout out to my guy, always available. Hashtag Streetwear Eddie
What's up, gentlemen?
and Don't Charge Abdul.
What up? What up?
Do
We're back,
remember to
baby.
do remember to check what's a podcast.live for our previous episodes. All 178 previous episodes, and youtube.com/what's a podcast for all of the video episodes. Excuse us. Again, the video episodes are popping. The comment section is looking great. You know what I'm saying? We're at the end of September here. The weather has completely changed.
I fuck with it.
It's hoodie season. It's down in the 60s next week. I believe it's like 63 is the high. for a couple
It's
days.
60 right now.
Yeah, but I mean like the high for
Yeah.
certain
Yeah.
days, and so that
Because
means
it gets a little bit hot during the day. Like when
Yeah.
the sun
Yeah.
hits you and you got
Yeah.
a hoodie on, you're like, damn, I need to take this shit off.
Yeah.
from 2 to 4 it gets hot, but man, 405 though, it's right back to windy and fall.
I like it.
So I think we're gonna have
man.
a nice cold fall this year, though. I mean,
Yeah, it's starting earlier than normal, to be honest.
the past couple of years the fall wasn't starting until like Thanksgiving, but now we're
I kinda-
literally September. So, obviously what.
No, I was gonna say I kind of miss the summertime, man. I kind of miss shorts weather.
Yeah, I mean, it
You
was
know what I'm
definitely a
saying?
short summer for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
think the only place where it's super warm outside of the normal Southwest right now is like San Francisco. This is when it gets hot in the Bay Area. They call it Indian summer. So they say
Really?
like their summer doesn't start till like late September, October. Yeah, when I was out there, they told me that because it was June and we were wearing like 2 jackets.
Yeah, I mean, the Bay Area, you always need a
Yeah,
jacket.
June, July, we were wearing like a jacket and a hoodie, and I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." You know what I'm saying? So beautiful thing, man. DC it's been a super busy month. CBC week is upon us. If you're not sure what that is Congressional Black Caucus. It is an excuse for Black politically adjacent people to throw parties and seminars and conventions and have a lot of information spread around the city, a lot of different functions. Um, and it's cool, man. It's opportunity. If you're a DJ like me, get some money. You know,
You
what
got
I'm
some
saying?
parties?
Like, just got one. I don't really do CBC too heavy. I just got Creator's House tomorrow from 7:30 to 10, which should be dope. Their lineup is heavy. It's a week long, full of events. A lot of the homies are involved, which is great to see. No Kings and Pierre and their whole squad. Like I'm always happy to see
Hell yeah.
the people that are bang with the heaviest involved. So that should be dope, man. So if you're in
Yeah.
DC, check out Creator's House. I just got the flyer like tonight, but we're gonna go up with that, on the What's a Podcast page so people can come out and hang out. Man, I'm DJing Wednesday night, 7:30 to 8, and then 9 to 10. So
You coming out, Eddie?
What day?
Tomorrow night?
Wednesday. Yeah.
And Thursday. They got a whole bunch of stuff happening throughout the
You talking
week.
about Dawn and Nikki tomorrow night?
No, that
No.
John and Nikki will be later.
Creator's House.
Creator's
This is
House.
Creator's House. Yeah.
What time does it start, you say?
Doors actually open at 5. I play at 7:30, from 7:30 to 8 before Black Alley, and then I play after Black Alley from 9 to 10.
Yeah, tomorrow is kind of like the opening ceremony or opening reception, I should say more. That's probably more accurate. And they're having like a panel conversation with our friends at the museum, Cousin B, and some other people. Damo is part of it, and I think in conjunction with what you said about CBC, man, the Creator House is going to be talking a lot about how policy affects creatives of color, right? Like, positive and negative parts of it, and how you can the program is pretty dope, man. I mean, like Thursday there's a whole bunch of shit happening that I was looking at. I was like, this kind of actually, because it gives you, if you are in that field, I don't see why you would miss anything like this, man. Everything from advancing black innovation, breaking barriers, investing, and talking about pushing boundaries with public art. They have a conversation with No Kings Collective, and Take Creative Control is doing some other stuff, and the power of owning your own stuff, intellectual property, and things like that. So it's a lot of important things that I think is not discussed enough,
Yeah.
honestly, within our
And people
community.
don't want you to know that stuff either.
Yeah, well,
You know?
that's the way to get you. I mean, when you hide it, people don't know about it. So
Right.
when it's time to make a deal with somebody, I mean, we just most recently we just saw how Kanye kind of realized that
Is that confirmed?
well, he doesn't own a lot of that stuff,
That's
right?
confirmed. That's facts.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially the Adidas stuff. I can't say much about the
The
Yeezy
Gap
stuff.
stuff, yeah.
I'm sorry, the Gap stuff, but on the other front from the Adidas side, yeah,
He
yeah.
owns zero of it.
Well, I don't know if he owns zero, but when they make deals like that, and you don't fucking realize that what you're doing is actually signing away your own IP, your
Yeah.
own intellectual property,
Yeah.
then guess what? You just fucked up,
Yeah.
you know?
For
Uh,
sure. Because that's what's worth the most. You know what I mean?
Well, sometimes, like,
for him, for sure.
for him, and I mean, I hear so many conversations about, like, not giving away your for, in the case of music, for example, they say don't give away your publishing, and I don't know. Sometimes if you're not doing anything with it, or you're not making any good music, then. But then again, I don't know, man. What would you all do? Would you give
Well,
away
there's
your publishing if
there,
you were getting like a big check up front?
Probably
it's not.
not.
No. It's not about the publishing. Sorry to cut you off. What people have been doing, they've been selling their catalogs. So Future just sold his catalog. Lil Wayne sold his catalog. A lot of this is
Yeah,
older stuff that is kind of, or like stuff where they're just like, all right, 2012 to 2020,
yeah,
right? And maybe the stuff just isn't hitting like it was. And so they sell it. I think Wayne was maybe 80 million or something like that. Future got a decent amount. There's been a few artists who have sold
yeah.
their catalog in the last 6 months.
And
Um, but
that
I
that
think the publishing is different though. From what I
but when
understand,
when you sell your catalog, I think that the publishing goes along with it.
yes, you are effectively giving up everything
Yeah,
related to this.
To those
Um,
tracks on your catalog. On his whole catalog?
Future gave up pretty much everything. I think from like 2012 to 2020,
So does that mean that that whoever owns that can like license it to commercials,
yeah.
pretty
movies,
much.
and he
Yeah.
doesn't get paid off of it?
Correct.
Depends. How much of it did he sell? Did he sell 100% of it? I don't know. But
No. The
sometimes
thing
you can
is,
sell a percentage of it for X amount, or you could sell the whole shebang
Yeah.
for
no, he
80
sold.
million, for example.
That's
He
what
sold
Future did.
he sold the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, listen, I think there's positives and negatives to it, because
Nah,
from
man,
what I
fuck that.
understand, a lot of publishing, a lot of people don't end up even collecting on their publishing royalties, because it's not as easy as saying I'm going to get a check every month. There's things you need to sign up with, like things like, I believe, ASCAP and places like this.
Yeah,
You
but
have to go to collect your
you
royalties.
have lawyers that you pay to do
But then
shit
you
like
got to
that.
pay them too. But here you are, if you're
Yeah.
able to get 80 million up front and do whatever you need to, investing wise, or making money off of
I don't
that
know.
80
I don't
million
know.
up front. Sometimes, I mean, I would
don't
like
know.
to think Future and Lil Wayne have advisors who've been like done the math and be like, yo, you know what, Wayne, you're
Sell that
probably
shit.
able to, cash out on this right now. Use that 100 million or 80 million right now, and in 2 years you could have flipped that into X amount.
So
Right.
here's the
Then
so
you never own your own shit anymore.
no. So what happened was Future sold 600 plus songs that were released between 2004 and 2020 for
Wow. Okay.
a rumored 10, like 8-figure deal. So somewhere between 10 million and 99 million.
Okay.
His recent album was dropped this year and doesn't count towards the 600 plus
Ah.
songs that he sent.
How's that album doing? It did pretty good, right?
It went number one. It
Oh,
went
wow.
number one.
So
So, the that's the thing about it, is if a song from '04, it's not doing anything for you anymore. But I think what I tend to see, and this is something I just saw is they now people are now getting way more information about it. So like you said, Eddie, people have lawyers and people have all this information. Like Rock Nation has a school in Brooklyn now, and it's teaching you about the music
Right.
industry. Young Guru is like the chairman of the school or whatever.
So
So he
dope.
said he said with his artists, he's on a I don't know if you guys watched this, a dude named Math Hoffa, and then
Matt
Yeah,
Hoffa, yeah. The
yeah, right,
barbershop shit.
barbershop, right.
it's a
So he
rapper.
said, so yeah, he's a rapper too. Yeah, he said they had whoever artist they signed, they took him down, they ordered some food. They said on a Friday night they went through every single line of his record deal.
It was
And
Matt
contract.
Hoffa did, or
no,
Guru
no,
did.
Guru did it with this kid named Ruben Vincent, who's like his new
Mm,
artist. They said they went through every single line with his
And
of
of
his
explained
his
it to
deal.
him.
deal and explained it to him, and they also learned it themselves,
Yeah,
just in case there was some thrown in there that they weren't aware of. So it's like
yeah,
I think that people are making more sound decisions now, or they have the possibility to make more sound
yeah,
decisions. But again, there are also dudes who just want to get on for 50K and a cheeseburger. You know what I mean? It just depends on what you're willing to kind of do. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We see
And
some
that
guys
and
don't get. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, and that just comes from sometimes just being ignorant to the fact that you don't know what you're signing away. There's a
Yeah.
lot hidden in the fine print.
The whole fucking thing is fine print.
The whole thing, the whole
You know what I'm
contract
saying?
is a
Yeah.
fine print.
Yeah.
The problem is also is that sometimes these individuals they just come from places where this is not
Yeah,
it's not their fault per se because
yeah.
nobody
It's not
taught
their
them what to
fault.
do, right? So they would rather
Yeah,
spend the 50K on gold teeth and jewelry
Yeah.
so they can look the part versus getting a lawyer to be like, yo, man, you're not gonna ever own these, or you're in a 12 album deal and you're 20 years old. Like nobody's gonna do that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You're gonna be
And,
stuck to them till you're 50.
and you have artists complaining. You know what I'm saying? You see, I mean, even people like the Clips. They had to take a hiatus from making music back in the mid 2000s because they the crackers couldn't some their job, whatever he said in the song. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Like, so it's just there's more
You
knowledge out there for people
for sure.
if they're willing to sit down and literally go through it.
does that happen in like all genres of music, or is this? And I don't want to say exclusively like hip hop, but does it happen like, let's say, in like rock and roll or like pop? Like,
I would say in the urban facet of music, it happens all the time. R
yeah.
and B, some R&B singers get even worse deals
But you don't
because
think it's like happening to like,
I don't think it happens in
let's say,
country. Country music
like
is bad. No,
white pop artists?
no, I think it's. I mean, no, because again, like they're not writing their music.
Yeah.
They're kind of just like puppets. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I think the more you're involved with your music,
They're just acting. They're like, I'm a singer, and you're gonna write all my songs. You're gonna style me. You're gonna do whatever. It's not as genuine. Like, it's not part of their persona.
right?
Yeah.
So I think, but country I've heard is completely different. Like, Nashville is a city where country music runs everything, and
Hmm.
they say if you go to Nashville, if you go to like a coffee shop, you'll see 4 people writing country music there. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like every waiter is an artist, and I just think with hip hop, it's just something that people have also talked about the most. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We all every rapper has said industry rule number 4080. You know what I'm
Record
saying?
company
Like
people are shady.
boom, there you
Yeah,
go. And that was
yeah,
what? That was 30 years ago. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
goddamn
So
right. 1991.
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean I feel like people are just, it gets ugly. And we all
Yeah,
know people involved in the music industry on both sides. And, it's maybe not our business to call them out. Sometimes you want to call them out, but sometimes they don't know any better. You know what I mean? It's a dirty game, unfortunately.
for
I
So,
feel
sure.
like the execs are always eating. It's the artists who ain't eating. The execs
yeah,
always eating.
there's
Yeah, the
only
record company's always winning. I mean,
Yeah.
there's
that's at
only
the end of the
three
day.
there's only 3 record companies, and the same people keep going from this place to this place to this place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a very and they're the ones who judge the music and make the music. You know what I'm saying? Who took that Matt Hoffa podcast is great.
It is really good.
Oh no, I don't know if you guys saw not Joyner Lucas. Who's the kid that was with Drake? What's his
With
name, man?
Drake,
the guy that wrote all the Drake songs, and then he like lost his leg.
Oh yeah, Quentin Miller.
Quentin Miller, yo, watch the Quentin Miller interview with Rory and Maul. He starts talking about how like the Dream and a bunch of those guys did him dirty. It's the most heartbreaking thing you'll ever hear.
God damn.
It's incredibly sad. Like,
Everybody's out for self, man.
but they don't have to be, and they preach.
Yeah, but they are because they're not really friends, man. All those people just met like 3 years
Correct.
ago.
Correct.
You know, they
correct,
don't have
correct.
no loyalty to anybody.
I agree with you, bro. But just
know?
watch it. Anybody out there, if you watch that episode, like it was so heartbreaking. That dude caught so many L's throughout his. Say it again, bro. You froze.
You said he lost his leg?
Yeah, he was involved in some kind of incident where he lost his leg.
Damn.
Was it like a car accident or something like that?
I think it was. It was bad business. But just watch the episode. Like it was actually
watch
pretty
that
good.
shit
It was
tonight.
actually pretty good.
You said
Rory and Maul, yeah.
Rory and Maul joint? Okay.
Considering who they are, it was pretty good. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, man. I mean, obviously, if you're in DC,
They actually just had a live show here at Howard Theater.
they did. There's
Did we know anybody that went?
we know the guy. We know the people that opened for them.
We do.
Yeah, there's this guy
They had
named
a-
Walt. They had
had an
this guy
opener?
named- They had an opening podcast.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so they had an opening podcast. This podcast called Tequila Talk,
Okay.
which features some individuals who we've seen out in these streets.
All right.
They were the opening podcast, and they were excited.
Oh,
And
okay.
you know what I'm saying? It was I haven't seen if they've posted anything yet. I know their main host because he's in the clubs and he went to Hampton. So but yeah, they were in DC. They were very hyped about DC. I think all these podcasts touring is like a new it's like a new concert almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they can record it. They can record it multiple ways. They can publish it. They can get busy, man. So, What's the Podcast goes on tour 2023.
Let's go.
Silent
Where
Tom
we
is
go?
actually working it out.
Where's the first stop?
Baltimore.
Or Virginia Beach or Richmond. We
Or
either
New
go
York.
north or we go south.
Baltimore.
Yeah, we can't skip over Baltimore and Philly to go straight to New York.
Right.
Silent Top got to look up our analytics and let us know where are we
Where-
popping. Are we still popping? And where were we? What country was that?
Kazakhstan.
Oh, Kazakhstan.
Yeah, Kazakhstan.
We were super popping out there for a minute.
Yeah, for sure. Episode 179 was the podcast.
Yeah.
I want to say
Check
that
out the Creator House when you can, man. Come
Creator's
through.
House.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
Jerome will be signing autographs and taking pictures.
I'm working,
ladies.
man, so I'm just trying to stay focused. Weekend
I'm gonna
was
come
busy.
fuck with you, man. I'll be there.
Jerome's gonna be taking requests all night.
If
Bad
you-
money, bad money.
If you feel like making a request at an information session, God bless your soul. And clearly you need,
What's the playlist looking like at a information session party? Like, what do you like? Hove, a lot of Hove,
probably like classics. You know what I mean? A lot of
Yeah.
album
90s
cuts,
gems.
90s Tribe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
okay.
Stuff like that.
Any dance
Um,
hall? Any reggae?
Probably not. It's a little like
Not even the commercialized stuff.
Nah, it just doesn't.
Coffee? No coffee.
I mean, maybe. You know,
Yeah,
we'll see.
Coffee
See how we
coffee
feel.
might be a good look. Some Afro beats, maybe. Burn Boy.
Speaking of Afro beats, we had Grilled Cheese Social over the weekend.
How was that?
That was fantastic. Actually, before Grilled Cheese Social, DC celebrated Art All Night, Friday and Saturday. So I want to say there were 40 different locations throughout the city, is what I was told. That had some sort of art plus music
Installation.
combination. Yeah. So shout out to our guy Ian Ican. He's actually the creative director of Art All Night.
Okay.
I just learned about that via his Instagram.
Yeah.
So shout out to him. And
Big things.
I played at DC Brow.
Do they have a map of everything, or you just got to drive around the
I think
city?
on the website I believe there's a map.
Oh,
and
okay.
there's like so I was at DC Brow, which is in deep northeast. And then
It's over there by what
Dream?
the fuck's it? Nah, what's the chicken sandwich place? Roman Rooster, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
damn! It's out there.
Yeah.
the original Roman. Yeah, that
Yeah, the
Roman
one on
Rooster,
South
yeah,
Dakota. No, sorry, Bladensburg.
Bladensburg.
Bladensburg. Yeah.
It's down over there.
It's funny you say chicken places. At Popeyes right next door to it, but I did
So
DC.
smart.
Genius.
So smart.
I did DC Brow for 90 minutes, and then I ran over to a spot called Provost, which is a black-owned restaurant on Rhode Island Avenue, about a block and a half from the museum, and
Oh, a little bit further down. It's
like 22nd,
right,
23rd, something like that.
right by the circle, almost in
Close,
Mount
close,
Rainier.
close. Yeah, yeah,
Yep,
real
I've been there
close.
before.
Um,
What's it called? Pro host?
Provost.
Provost.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
So I
I
did.
know the name. All right.
I did a rooftop silent disco, which
What does that
was
mean?
Everybody got on
so you got on
earmuffs.
the headphones, and so nobody's actually dancing. I
So
mean,
do
I
they
mean,
use their own? They use their own headphones.
no,
How do,
they were provided by the Art All Night people.
that's dope.
It was cool. It was a good time, man. We rocked
Can they
out.
flip through channels to play hear different DJs and shit?
If there's more than one DJ, yes, but I was the only DJ, so I just kept it simple. There was a go-go band across the street. I played go-go. They were going crazy. I played, just dance music. I played blow the whistle. They lost their minds. Um,
It's
How
always
dope is it to
interesting to
DJ?
see. It's
I was gonna
interesting
say,
that
yeah.
silent disco is very interesting because especially if you have like a whole lot of respectfully a whole lot of white people at the function, you see you'll think based on their dances and the
They're
tempo
listening
at
to
which
different music.
they're moving. Everybody's fucking listening to something else. You cannot. I swear to God, it's the craziest fucking thing. I drove past the silent disco, right where Florida Avenue meets New North Capitol. There is a mural of Meek Mill on the wall. Right? Have you seen that?
Nah.
I have not.
Right by P and North Capitol. There's a brick building and
You
Meek
sure it's
Mill's
Meek
face
Mill?
is I'm positive it's Meek Mill.
Okay.
And but there's a little yard in front of it, and somebody was having a silent disco there. Some colonizer decided to just have a party there one night, and I was driving by with my wife, and I was like, "What is happening here?" And I pulled over,
And just
and the
watch.
DJ was playing, and everybody was moving to like a different rhythm. It was the most interesting thing I'd ever seen in my life to see a whole bunch of white people all listening to the same song, but somebody,
Dancing
none
to a
of them,
different beat of the drum.
everybody was dancing to a different beat. It was the
Well,
craziest shit
again, I
ever.
mean, I believe the rumors are that they dance to the words and not the music. That's been a long.
Ah.
I've never heard that before. That
Oh
makes so much
yeah,
sense.
100% serious. Like
Wow.
I
Wait,
can't fathom that exactly. So here's what I would do. I wouldn't. Don't
how
try to
the
wrap it.
fuck?
I'm looking at both of y'all right now. Don't try to think how to
I'm
do
like,
it.
how do you dance to the lyric?
Don't listen to me. Don't use rationale. Don't use like deductive thinking. Don't do anything. Just let that exist.
Wow.
Because both of y'all are literally looking off into the stars right now, and I'm like, you're not gonna. It's not because you have rhythm. It's like it's not gonna work. It's not gonna. You're not gonna
Yeah, I
think
don't
about it.
understand
I
that.
don't get it,
Exactly.
but
But
okay.
I've had multiple
That
conversations with.
explains a lot, though.
I've had
That
multiple
But that's
conversations
like
with people in
almost
nightlife.
unexplainable how you could do that. But it explains it, but it's unexplainable.
yes,
We're all
it's
raised
both of those.
different.
Yeah.
We're all raised different. We've all grown up on different things, and there's
Yeah.
the commonality between them can be that. So hey,
Oh
get
my
it.
goodness.
I hope they get it how they live. So let's see. What did I do? I did those. I did that Friday night. Saturday, I did grilled cheese.
Is grilled
Um,
cheese gonna be at Sandlot Anacostia moving forward? Like that's
yes.
their new home?
Yeah, that's the new home. It's going to be
Okay.
interesting. I don't know how many grilled cheeses we can get off per season
Is
because
there one more left for the year or
ideally, but with this weather turning the way it is, and with the sun going down so quickly now, I mean, it could be cold and dark by 5 o'clock out there, and like nobody really is
What time
interested
do
in
you
that.
guys get started?
4.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
might be
So
able to
like
switch it up and do like a little bit earlier, like
we
a noon to like
tw-
6 joint.
we might have to go 12 to 7 on them people. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
That's cool too.
Oh, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad
Yeah.
at it at all. So, grilled cheese was good, man. It was fun.
Who DJ'd?
Bunch of random kids that we put on,
Dope.
and they were
Did
happy to do that.
you played
So
also?
I did play. I played first actually,
Dope.
because obviously I've played the party enough, and
So, but
uh,
isn't that your party?
yes,
So, do you pay yourself at your own party?
primarily not as a DJ, as a part of the event throwing
a
team. Yes,
promoter?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but
You
But not
collect
you.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it helps to put other DJs on because it gives them opportunity.
Hell yeah.
Potentially, their friends may or may not come out. I always like to create some investment to try to get them to come back to the party in the future. But these kids now move differently. So,
Yes,
what
they
we
do.
how we how oh, that's Abdul.
Abdul, you're on mute. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. No, keep
Okay,
going.
so it's a learning experience how these kids are operating nowadays. But we're gonna keep pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? I did Ozio after that. That
How
was
is Ozio? I feel like I haven't been to Ozio, and I don't even want to say how long it's been since I've been to Ozio.
it's cracking. It's good time. Good time.
I was just
Is
at
it
Ozio's when
just?
Clark was playing last
Is
week
it
or something like
pretty
that.
much just that like roof, like not so high rooftop patio only that grants
Um,
off?
I
Because
believe
that's a
during
big joint.
I,
Ozio's
I
huge.
believe during the week it still goes crazy all over though. Like I think during the week the rooftop's not open, and it's a cigar. It's a heavy cigar bar. Obviously, like
Yeah.
I went out through a side room that I didn't even know existed in there.
Oh,
They
there's
got a
so no,
There's a
there's
lot of
so
rooms
many.
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's rooms with like all leather. Like it was crazy.
Dog,
You
they
know what I'm
used to
saying?
have a VIP room
Yep.
inside the VIP room.
Yep. I
You
remember
would
that.
get into
You had
the
to go
stairs and then you had to go
go
upstairs to a private
upstairs.
room.
Yep.
Yeah. But you still needed to know somebody to get into that one room first.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they're just trying to do whatever it takes to stay open, and
Yeah.
they're very Friday nights are decent in there. Um, Saturday nights are really good.
Do you-
Saturday afternoon is good. Sunday afternoon, and then Sunday afternoon is good as well.
So it cracks pretty much all weekend long from
I
Thursday to
mean, and then
Sunday.
like on like Monday, Tuesdays, you're literally just in there smoking cigars, watching football.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what I'm
good on
saying?
that.
With like a downtown crowd of people who are
Yep.
staying, like at the hotels or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they got their thing cut out for them. Sunday we had I did a charity giveaway for BBC ice cream at the DC Armory.
What did they end up
Uh,
giving away?
BBC clothes,
Oh, they were giving away BBC ice cream clothes.
tons of BBC ice cream clothes.
Wow.
They also didn't have enough clothes though. Like it was
I mean,
effectively
you'll never have enough.
it was effectively over by like 2 o'clock, and it was
Now, did you primarily see like people, and I don't want to like whatever, but did you see people that actually like needed clothes coming to get clothes?
yeah,
Or
yeah.
was it like a bunch of dudes with like
No, no,
fucking
no. So that type of crew of people didn't show up until I want to say the last group of people was like a dude in a Bape hoodie, and you know what I'm saying,
I'm like, dog, you can't get none, bro.
right? But when I say they were the last group of people for the day, like they were the last group of people.
Yeah, but even still, like
Um,
the thought, like you got like fucking Yeezys on in a Bape hoodie and you want like a free T-shirt, you're like, beat it.
Listen, a lot of us felt the same way, but like I said, we didn't. It was the last group of people, so it was nothing to really trip off. There were people in there who needed stuff, and
That's dope. I
you
would have gave
see
them double.
parents walking out with like ice like fitted BBC ice cream hats. They
That's
had
tight.
books, they had masks, they had keychains, they had from small to 2X
That's tight.
pants, shorts, jackets. They had a samples box, right?
Ooh.
Like they didn't have enough clothes. They truly,
You'll
truly
never
didn't.
have enough clothes for the needy,
You know
dog.
what I'm
It's like
saying?
food. It's like
What a great gesture, though. I mean,
But they
that's
were
I
wild.
like.
also very I'm sorry to cut
Who?
y'all off. They were also very much like, yo, you go to the car, get back in line. You know what I'm saying? Like they're also like, yo, we got enough food for 9,000 people.
What? Who was the BBC ice cream representative that came to DC?
There wasn't one that came to DC. They hired this woman that's in DC, but the woman that put it together was like the director of marketing. So like I was in contact with her all week until
Dope.
she passed me off to the local lady, and then I mean I just played music until 2:30, and then they were like, "Yo, like get some clothes, put a mix on." And so from 2:30 to 3:30, I just ran a mix. You know what I'm
Did you get any
saying?
clothes?
Of course.
You
Actually,
gonna do-
I got stuff for
are you gonna
Bella.
are you gonna donate it?
I got stuff for Bella.
Okay.
So I grabbed a couple medium T-shirts. They had like hats. I got a new hat to go walking in.
Dope.
Um,
Yeah.
but it was good. And then we had Moxie, which was good on Sunday afternoon, 3 to 8. One of the homies from Miami was up here, so we then took him to Solly's,
Hmm.
which was
That's
cracking.
your spot on the low.
My man is a bartender. He looks out, and I
Who's
actually
over there? Antoine?
Antoine is there, but my man Koita is there. And then we left there and went to ESL. I hadn't been to New ESL yet. Um, it's different.
Yeah, I mean, it's not never going to be the same.
Yeah, it's different for sure. You know, what I'm
Somebody told me it's like a whole new crowd there. Like, ESL used to have like familiar faces in there. Every time you go, you would see somewhat familiar faces. And like, my buddy went there. And he was like, I didn't know anybody in that motherfucker. Like, none of the
Yeah, but
staff.
those people that
nobody.
were all going there was is now like 40
Yeah,
plus.
But that shit just closed a year and a half ago. That people were still going. Those people are still going out.
Yeah, but nightlife is completely switched over there, bro. Like when I look at the people, even like
Yeah.
the people who are going to St. Eve's in 2020,
Yeah.
in March, they're not the same people in 2022.
No,
and
they're not.
It's crazy
Yeah.
what 2 years does to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I
we
think
were
part of the
there.
excitement of going out when we were younger, Eddie, was especially when it came to girls, there weren't that many spots. So you knew if you missed out on seeing Shorty Friday night, I'm probably gonna see her tomorrow night at DC Live.
Yep.
Because you knew Friday night you had to be at Republic Gardens.
Yep.
Saturday night, everybody and their mother was
DC
only
Live.
going to be at DC Live.
Yeah, and
then
Sundays
if
at
you missed
Platinum.
if you missed a Saturday, you're going to see a Sunday night at Platinum.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that was the great thing about it.
That was
But
the
now
circuit.
there's just so many options.
Yeah.
Thursday night was the Saint. Wednesday night was Republic Gardens.
It's too much.
Yeah, now it's just way
too much.
many
Now there's 5 places on every night of the week.
Yeah.
And they're all cracking.
It is too much because
they are all cracking.
the thing about it too is I think Silver Spring is a real option now.
Silver Springs.
You don't need to go. You don't if you're if you're African, you don't need to come to DC per se.
Oh, the Africans, they don't come to DC. They got Silver Spring on lock.
Exactly.
Right. And if you live in Maryland, that's another thing. You have options
you live in
out
Silver
there.
Spring too.
But think about it. Same thing if you live in Virginia, right? You can
Arlington's cracking.
Arlington's cracking. So that's 50,000 people who aren't coming to DC on a Friday, Saturday night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's still cracking though.
It's still cracking, of course, but it's just different now. It's much more smaller, much more fragmented. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I hear for the bottle prices and table prices in DC now compared to what like my brother tells me what's going on in Arizona, it's just night and day. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just too.
What's Arizona hitting on?
3K,
a lot more or less?
$3K a bottle?
$3K for a table.
How much is it?
$3K
over here?
minimum.
$3K minimum for a table. Hey, on DC, I mean, so many places you can get there for $500-$600.
DC, you buy 2 bottles, you good to go.
Yeah, for like $500-$600, it's cheap. You know what I'm saying?
Not even,
and then after
that's
we left,
cheap if it's 5 dudes though, Abdul. You got 5 of your homies. Everybody put $100 in. It's nothing.
I mean, you might have the worst section in the club, but you can still do it.
Maybe not though.
But then you also got the 20% tip. You got
so what?
fees and
but if you
fees.
but see you don't drink, so for you it's like so you're gonna probably come off better if you were 5 dudes and you get 2 bottles than if you go to the bar and spend $20 a drink every time you go. You know what I'm saying?
We then left ESL and my man was in town from Miami. I was like, bro, you gotta see it, bro.
Gotta hit Yums.
Nah, we hit Abigail. We had to hit that Abigail. We had to turn up real quick. He's like, oh wow. I was like, hey, it's turn up.
White guy.
Was this his first time in DC?
Yeah, first time in DC. He's a Nicaraguan.
Okay.
But we had a solid squad, man. Me, Matthias, Omar.
Matthias doesn't typically go to like Abigail and them type of spots either.
No,
right?
not at all. But when I'm leading the charge,
I know, but I'm saying even for him, it's probably like, well, okay, like not that he's never been there before, but that's not his style.
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, you gotta hear these records.
Yeah,
you gotta hear these records. Like,
stay relevant.
Yeah, you gotta hear these records.
You gotta see them in action too.
And Matthias not really tripping off Abigail. He can go there whenever he wants.
Of course, of course.
But we just showed our guy a good time. So DC is undefeated with nightlife. It's a good time, man. I think that people need to really give it its props. You know what I mean? So
it's definitely different. Yeah.
So on the heels, or actually going on with Creator's House, we've got the Studio Sonic installation and merch drop kicks off this Friday at
Thursday.
Thursday's Friends and Family, so we don't really mention that one.
Oh, sorry.
Friday is
It's kicking off Friday.
is kicking off Friday, 1302 8th Street Northeast, 2 to 9 on Friday, Saturday, 2 to 6 on Sunday. I'm DJing Friday and Saturday. And it should be a good time, man. If you're in DC, please pull up.
I'm gonna
The
come through.
guys have put in some tremendous work. The merch looks great. I truly believe by the reception that they should be able to sell out by like Saturday.
Mm.
Obviously, certain pieces are going to do more than others, but they're going to blitz social media in the next 72 hours, and it should be a good time to roll. So, yeah, man, if you're in DC, you hear this, come through. Just ask for Jerome Baker. Don't come Thursday though, but come every other night. And
You won't get in Thursday, so don't come.
that's why I'm saying it. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying it. Yeah. And then I'm DJing a wine party on Sunday afternoon, which I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's supposed to rain all weekend, so
What do you play at a wine party?
just keep the vibes real light, like a lot of
Play
Phoenix.
some dance hall so you can get your wine on.
You don't want to wine with these people. A lot of chill vibes. You know, French house, indie rock, indie dance,
Down
Phoenix,
tempo.
Stereo Lab. You know, stuff like
Alright.
that. So.
Fuck with it.
Yeah, it's a solid weekend though, man. Darla Nikki's back in effect. By the time you hear this, it'll be rocking, good to go. We got some CBC action, birthday or
I'm gonna come through
two.
tomorrow night
Should be a good time, yeah, for sure.
after the Creator House.
Yeah, Creator House. I actually saw Greg and Mohammed at Abigail that night.
Oh,
They were
really?
in a good, yeah, they were just in
It
there
was celebrate.
celebrating life as they should.
I love it.
Saw Nyreek. Nyreek is my guy. I see Nyreek all the time, up and down 16th Street. He's getting his fitness on, man. He's doing well for himself, man. So shout out to Nyreek.
Greg and Mohammed, for those that don't know, are the owners of the museum, alumni guests of this podcast. If you've not listened to that episode, go listen to it. Doing big things in the city.
It was
and
actually
in the community.
it was a two-parter.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, right. It was.
It was a
Yeah.
two-parter.
And
Yeah.
you know what? We need to get them back on, man. A lot has happened since that first two episodes.
Yeah, we were talking about stuff that was getting ready to happen when they came
Yeah.
on, and we couldn't even talk about it.
Yeah,
And so much shit has happened with them since then.
Then they've had, let's see, a Fila collab, a Steph Curry Curry brand collab.
Yep.
They've had a collab with the Washington Commanders football team.
Yep.
Howard University golf program. They designed the uniforms for the squad, and so much more. So yeah, we need to get a second update from these dudes, man. And it's always fun talking to them and just catching up with them dudes, man. So I fuck with those guys heavy, man. I was just on the phone with them actually last night, and just catching up and just talking shit. So I'm happy to see them. I'm gonna go to the Creator House and go listen to them talk tomorrow night. Yeah, anything we can do to always support those dudes, we're always there to do it. And that's family. So
Yeah, shout out to them, man.
Sure.
What's the podcast episode 179? In just a very friend versus friend sort of situation, Pusha T puts out another Arby's diss track towards McDonald's today. He was really going going in.
It's a good song though.
It's a good song, but at the same time,
bop. Yeah.
His
Do you care about the Arby's McDonald's beef?
No, I'm just saying no,
I'm saying like
Cactus Plant Flea Market, who is started by a woman that was at one time Pharrell's assistant, actually just announced a McDonald's collaboration today. So
wow, so you think Push dropped that today to step on that a little bit, maybe?
I mean, he's strategic. He does what
I
he
mean,
does.
why would he care that Pharrell's old assistant is?
I don't think he cares. That's
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying.
he cares. I think just in jest, it's just funny,
Like,
and it's more so like
I mean,
it's
you
more
gotta
so.
you gotta think what all of this does to Arby's brand, because without Pusha T, honestly, respectfully, nobody's really talking about Arby's at any moment in time.
Yeah, I mean,
At least not here in the East Coast, right? But
Even
if you go on
since
Twitter
Pusha
right
T-
now, fam, Arby's is trending, Pusha T is trending, that conversation has been happening all day long, and Arby's has been either in everybody's keystrokes or there's a reason why it's trending is because too many motherfuckers are talking about it. And they put out a video along with it, which is dope. So I love that they doubled down. I love that they went back with Pusha T. Um, and this was more of a had like a song, like a full blown song vibe to it than the first one, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really good.
It
I
was
fucks
good,
with it.
man. It's good to see. I think, these collaborations between all these. And McDonald's is terrible for you, first of all. But
Yeah.
So is Arby's. So is Arby's.
So is Arby's,
I
but
mean, I can't even tell you the last time I had Arby's. Right?
I don't think
Me
I've
neither.
ever had Arby's.
It's.
I
I
think
mean,
I
their,
had Arby's in like '97,
their
like
chicken their chicken
driving
tenders
somewhere
used to
to
be
like
good.
Miami or something like that.
Their chicken tenders used to be good. I can't front, but
Okay.
they're not in a lot. They're very suburban.
I don't even know
based,
where the
though.
fuck Arby's is.
Like Rockville
In
Pike.
the South. Okay.
We
What's going on?
Pike.
we're in the South, Abdul.
No, I
There's-
mean further south.
Yeah.
At least it
Good.
used to be. Like I think I
Yeah.
caught it driving to like Miami or something like that.
They're literally like, I think it's Rockville Pike, but the South, Virginia, North Carolina, they're more churches, Bojangles. You know what I'm saying? So
Sonic.
Sure.
Arby's is definitely Midwest, Southwest for sure. But I'm more so just happy to see these collaborations with people in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Making
Hopefully
waves.
hopefully they
you know
get
what I'm saying?
compensated.
Yeah,
We-
that's what I'm
we
talking
all-
about.
Did everybody cop their ticket for the Pusha T show here in Silver Springs? We all got tickets, right?
Oh yeah.
I thought that was a done deal.
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
got
No, I
mine.
was just making sure. The show's coming up. I think what is it, October 16th or
That was
20th?
20,
Okay.
21st? I thought it was 21st.
So yeah, what's a podcast is going to be at the Pusha T show. Pusha T, I know you listen to the podcast, so maybe maybe we can have a come sit what's up or something like that.
It's on the 20th.
20th.
Okay, we'll be
Thursday the 20th, right?
All right, then let's do it.
Yeah. So, all right. So,
Is that-
obviously.
That's Howard Homecoming weekend, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
In Howard
Okay.
Homecoming, Howard and Hampton are the same weekend. It's absolutely crushing me. I turned down the opportunity to open up for Jazzy Jeff.
What? Where?
Yeah,
Why would you do that?
because I already booked for something else.
Wait,
Can't get out
Jazzy
of
Jeff is here in DC or in Hampton
it. In DC.
and so you're going to be in Virginia
Yes.
the whole weekend.
Saturday.
Damn.
Fuck that, yo. You can't
Nah,
get
I mean,
nobody
listen,
to come.
It's not
I
the
mean,
point.
yeah, but you got once you've already committed, it's bad business
There you
business to
go.
cancel
There
like
you
that.
go.
And
I'm
two,
doing- and-
they're
and
probably
I'm-
paying you better.
Paying me decent. I'm doing what's the name's party. I'm doing Siraj's party in Hampton on Saturday. I'm doing like
Oh, word!
a
Shout out to
couple different
Siraj, man.
parties.
That's my man.
You know what I mean?
So you
That's
chilling
my
anyway.
dude.
It just doesn't make any sense why they would do this. Like that's just the dumbest thing ever. Like why would Hampton and Howard have the same same?
They
home
could
I mean,
make
they're
money
4
so much
hours
more
away from
money.
each other.
Yeah, but they could make so much money if they had it on different weekends because everybody from Hampton would come up here for Howard, and everybody from Howard would love to go down to Hampton. There was nothing more fun than going to a new place to go check out their homecoming. Whether you knew somebody over there or whether you didn't, you were just like, I'm on a mission to meet some women at a place that nobody fucking knows me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Whether it was the Penn relays, whether it was UVA Spring Fling, whether it was Hampton University homecoming, all of these places.
Black College weekend at King's Dominion. Oh man, that's
Come
where
on.
you go. But that
Yeah.
UVA Spring Fling, I went to the best house party I've ever been to in my life.
Yeah.
It was incredible. Like to
all
this
of
day.
these all of these things where you could just be like, yo, there's so much more damage that could be done if you had it on different weekends.
Yeah.
I think this is the first year I've heard of them doing it at the same time, right?
I mean, it
Oh.
happens like every 7 or 8 years. It
Okay.
just doesn't make
Well,
sense. Yeah.
I've been out of it for a very
Because
long
obviously
time.
Hampton's very proud of the new president. He's off to a really good start. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
maybe they wanted to go against Howard. I don't know. It's foolish, But next year, I'm putting my bid in to tell them let's not do that, guys. Uh,
Speaking of Howard University, Jordan sixes.
well, this, the
No.
the sneaker part of this podcast is a little bit later. You got to keep things in order, man.
All
We
right.
want to give a shout out to longtime member of the culture, uh, part-time Lupe Fiasco DJ, Sky Galately. He just opened up a brand new art gallery in Los Angeles.
Okay.
I think there was some new Futura works. There's a bunch of it's a bunch of super fly stuff, man. And I saw
Control Gallery.
Control Gallery. I saw some video. I saw OQ was at the function, and I watched the dude Sky had a Instagram conversation with Samuel Ross earlier
Oh yeah.
today.
Old Wall, huh?
Yeah, yeah, Cold Wall. Yeah, so that was a real cool little conversation to hear. And
He's British, isn't he? Or
yeah, for sure.
okay,
And
European or something like that.
I've known Sky for a minute,
Word.
and to see his sort of just the way he's been doing business is very, very, very inspiring. To see sort of his sort of pivot, it's incredible. Like the dude is about his business, and their whole team, the way they rep Futura, the way they rep 13th Witness, I believe that's his son's name, right? 13th
Yeah.
Witness, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So they're driving that
And a
art
bunch
world.
of other people, especially in that artist field. Lupe Fiasco, as well as Stash, and I believe Eric Hayes, and is also on their list of clients. Um, yeah, word. That's dope. Need to
It's a
check it
beau-
out next time I'm in LA.
Yeah, I'm in LA in December, so that'll be very, very, very fire. I'll make sure I check that out. Um,
Should
like,
we do a What's a Podcast trip to LA and maybe
Let's
knock
go.
out some interviews? How long are
Okay.
you there?
just a
In,
weekend.
listen, that might be enough.
It's we have a place to do it at.
Yeah,
We'll keep
we
you
can knock
guys. We'll
that
keep
out.
you guys posted. These past 2 days have been NBA Media Day. So essentially, the NBA starts in 18 days. Training camp started today or yesterday, depending when you listen to this. Um, and the NBA is back for another season. There was obviously a lot of off-season moves, KD, Kyrie, all that good stuff. So if you're a basketball fanatic like me, this is like one of the best times of the year. Um, it's a beautiful thing.
Can't ended up not moving, right? He's
He
still at the
did,
Nets,
yeah. He explained that,
and Kyrie's
and
there as well.
Yep.
yeah, Katie said that they couldn't give him away. Nobody had enough to give him away. So we'll see. He just was very confident about what they're gonna do this year. So we'll see what happens.
All right, cool.
Shout out to our guy DJ Rise. DJ Rise heard us discussing some of the latest Apple products on last week's episode or
You
2
got a
weeks
hookup?
ago. He bought the new Apple Watch. He bought the Apple Watch Ultra. It's like
That's the
doing
super expensive one.
yeah. He's like doing marathons. He was already like in a pontoon boat today. Like
The
I
watch
don't know
make
what
the
that is.
watch the
te-
watch got
te-
him out there.
yeah, you got to test all the different functions and the different buttons and all these new workouts. So Rise is out there like
Getting
with
his
his
money
girl.
worth.
Yeah, getting his money worth for sure. So
Did he get the new phone?
I don't know. Silent Tom got the new phone.
Did
You
he
know what I'm
really?
saying? Yeah.
Oh shit! I need to
Silent
get the new
Tom,
phone, man.
Yeah, he was just
I gotta get I need to start a GoFundMe or something like that.
he was talking about the quality of the pictures is just tremendous.
I mean,
which I'm
yo,
sure it is.
48 megapixels.
That's four times clearer than my current phone.
What phone do you have now?
12.
They'll give you like $600 for that phone.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I just
12.
gotta make my way in there and figure it out. The
Yo,
phone
you
I'm
could-
gonna get, the 1 terabyte joint is, I think 1,600. So
Yeah. So $32 a
Um,
month for 2 years.
no, I'm gonna pay. I'm not doing that. I don't do the financing thing.
Yeah, you
not
just
not
pay it
to
all
brag,
outright.
but it's
Yeah,
just I don't want to
feel
give them
you.
extra money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's it's just it's a lot going on, man. I'm a big Earn Your Leisure fan. If you guys watch Earn Your Leisure, They have an episode dropping with Deion Sanders, which I'm looking forward to watching.
Hmm.
It should be cracking. What else? Oh, my 75 hard starts Saturday.
Oh, that's the
Uh,
diet,
it's not even. Is this the diet plus the working out and all that stuff, man? So
right?
I'm headed to the library Thursday to check out my books. I'm trying to find like a Kobe book, Michael Jordan book, and then just like a finance book, something that's gonna actually keep me interested. Because you got to read
Yo,
10
look at
pages. I mean,
Shoe Dog by Phil
it's Phil
Knight.
Phil Knight, right? Yeah, yeah, for
It's a
sure.
pretty good book. I
You got to read
started
10 pages of a book every day, also,
Yeah, 10 pages of a motivational or self help book every day.
plus
So
work out 2 times a day.
2 times a day can't be consecutive.
Hold on, what do you mean? Oh, can't be consecutive. Okay, so
Yeah, so
either before breakfast, after breakfast, before dinner, after dinner, something
yeah,
like that.
one workout has to be outside. Um,
Yo, that's gonna run you all through the winter, homie.
so my
What do you
75
mean, nah?
days. Let me do the knowledge, B. Our 75 days ends on December 15th.
Yeah, that's winter. It's already
I'm
fucking
just
60 degrees.
all I gotta do is give up. All I gotta do is give up Thanksgiving.
How many cheat days are you allowed?
0.
So if you do cheat, it's over for you. That's it. Like,
Start fresh.
okay,
what
Oh,
does cheating? What does cheating consist of? What
Have-
would be
not
cheating?
not working out 2 times a day,
Not
not
working
reading
out
10
twice
pages
Yeah,
of
a
but
a
day.
book.
can you eat whatever you want though?
No, you're supposed to follow a particular diet.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
so you have to come up with a diet, and now you have to stick to that diet as well.
Yes.
You should be like, yo, my diet's gonna be turkey and mashed potatoes. Everything that you eat it during Thanksgiving.
I don't. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I
You're
mean, they're
supposed
gonna let y'all cheat one day,
no, there's no cheating. You're supposed to
even
fast,
Thanksgiving.
bro. Because the thing about it is you're supposed to.
You're definitely not going back to Arizona for Thanksgiving.
I know I'm killing
You gotta
myself.
sit that one out because if you go to Arizona, it's a wrap.
I might go anyway and just stay in my room.
That's the
I'm not
reset
tripping.
button. And
You
not eat
sweat it out
leftovers
over there,
either.
though.
Not even eat leftovers.
I really just want to go see my mom as it is, so I can
Yeah.
care less.
You
You know
should
what I'm
just
saying?
knock that out before you.
Turkey's
go to
technically
Thanksgiving.
the healthiest meat there is too. So
Turkey is
pause.
healthy. Yeah,
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
you can't put gravy in, you know,
Nah, I could put a whole
mashed
bunch of like cayenne
potatoes.
pepper and
Yeah, but you can't
You know?
have mac and cheese. You can't have.
I mean,
Yeah, none of that.
I usually spend Thanksgiving alone.
You can't eat the dark meat. You gotta eat that dry ass white meat.
We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work.
my
You're
diet
doing
would be rice for every meal.
He's like, I
Um,
want rice and yums.
yeah,
Rice.
I don't know.
Rice
So-
for
doesn't-
breakfast, lunch,
Hey,
and dinner.
yo, I hope it works out for you, dog. Because if you could do that for 75 days, you're gonna be motherfucking diesel out here.
And my brother's already sending me like videos about like, because essentially I want to have surgery in January. So
So
he's
this is like the warm up for the surgery. Like
my,
get your
my
body
brother's
tipped
my
out.
brother's like, yo, like you got to knock this out, because then he's like sending me like patella tendon videos. I want to play basketball again. You know what I
You're
mean?
gonna be out there
So
dunking after this.
I don't care what I just want to be pain free because my knees hurt a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Episode 179 was a podcast. We had a small slip up and a small mention of it earlier, but at this point, we might as well just get right into it.
What happened?
Well, it's all
Abdul
I'm about to say it's your time to
Abdul
shine.
figured out how the list could swindle him. Some Howard University Jordan 6s.
There you go.
Oh my goodness! What a
I'm not surprised.
amazing surprise and shout out to my man. I don't know
Want
if
to
I'm
call him out?
No, I can't call him out.
Yeah.
I had to actually. I won't go into details.
I had to sign a waiver saying
I decided
We won't
non-disclosure agreement.
we won't even say what size they are. We'll just say that.
Yeah, no, I mean they're my size. I'm gonna wear them. But he just hit me up and was like, "Yo, do you have these?" And I was like, "Oh, is this a fucking joke? Like, what are you talking about?" And he's like, "Yo, if you don't, these are yours." And it was just as easy as that. And honestly, I was just like, you know, that emoji where your
Yeah,
brain is kind of
you didn't even
separated from
believe
your
that
head.
you were gonna get them.
No, of course not. And he overnighted them, got them the very next day. I could not believe it. They're
So
fucking
do you
dope,
wear
man.
those to Howard Homecoming and shit on everybody?
That's a strong possibility.
I'm just saying. I mean,
Yeah.
you got him in time for it.
Yeah, if it's, I'm thinking if the weather is not bad, then definitely. Like if it's raining and I got to be on the yard with,
Abdul, you
you
wear
know,
Paris dunks in the rain, dog. You're not gonna
yeah,
wear a pair
but
of
those have already
Jordan
been beat up.
6s.
Those have
Still,
already been beat up. Like
still worth 30,000.
true, but my point is that it's harder to put on a
A
brand
BS
new
pair of
pair
shoes.
when it's shitty weather outside.
I
I'd
feel you.
rather it's easier to put on something that you already beat up.
Yeah.
So yeah, but those are. Listen, thank you, bro. I mean, you know who you are.
Yeah.
Yep, and I appreciate it for real.
Are they within arm's reach?
They are not. Should I go get them?
I think yes for the
Oh,
comment
okay.
section.
Yeah. Seeing is believing for these people.
I just think it makes the most sense just to kind of give a quick, because most people. Now I know how you guys feel.
That's you like 80% of the times when we start.
Hey, look, we good. We good today though. So
Yeah, but you're the technical DJ with the stay on the mic.
I'm really not. I'm just like, yo, leave me alone. No Bad Bunny. You know what I'm saying? But
Donate to Puerto Rico. I play Bad Bunny.
so that's what a lot of DJs actually have been doing now. Like when people come up with a Bad Bunny style, it's like, have you donated to Puerto Rico?
Right. If not,
no
Bad
right
Bunny
now.
all night.
Yeah, for sure.
Every $20 you donate, you get one song.
Boom.
I think that's dope.
It kind of hurts.
Tell us about it.
If you're listening to this, you just won't believe the smile that's on Abdul's face right now. He's
Abdul, are you gonna give us the full Sneak Geeks review? Smell the box, smell the insole. We can't hear you.
Sorry, my mic was
There you go.
falling down.
I can't wait for the comments to attack Abdul the way they attack me and my microphone. Please, feel
Abdul
free
got
to.
the whole fucking boom mic set up.
You gotta cover up the company though, but it's all good.
I did. Oh, you did? Oh shit.
It's all good. Nobody can see that.
They can't see that though.
Boom. Are they all 3M? That's Grace Wade.
No, it's Grace Wade. Can you all hear me? It's Grace Wade.
Yeah.
With the Howard University crest, and the
Those shits is fire.
I can't wait to see a fake pair on Georgia
HU.
Avenue.
the fake players definitely got to be on their way.
The box truck at McDonald's on Georgia.
I can't wait to see a fake pair on Georgia Avenue. Oh my god, it's gonna be tremendous.
With they got the gold lace locks, which I think is a really nice detail.
Are you gonna take the lace locks and bring them down to the front, the first lace hole?
No, that's the thing. You mean I see people have it like right
I
here.
don't do that. That's what I'm saying. Most
understand.
people do that.
That's just a lot of work just to begin with, because you got to unlace everything and then you got to center it right here. I never understood that, but I do remember a lot of
people. Do you use it?
The lace locks?
Yeah.
I never really lace up the sixes. I kind of just leave them loose and let the lace lock kind of hold the laces in place.
On one, see, I just pull it off and leave it through one lace.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways to do it, but
facts.
Yeah. Listen,
Those are dope,
beautiful shoe.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that it has the HU branding on it, it just makes it
sick.
just so tight. You know what I'm saying?
Now, do we have any info on the shoe? Is it like a athlete
It's a
exclusive
player
basketball team?
Yeah, it's a player exclusive, I believe. I mean, they normally these college sneakers only go out to the athletes of all the programs, not just basketball, but
okay,
I
so
believe
all the
football
programs get it.
Yeah, and I was talking to my man Leo, who happened to be at the Howard and Morehouse game at the MetLife Stadium a couple of weeks ago, and he's like, "Yo, he saw a lot of people wearing them, like athletes and stuff like that." And he was over there working and doing some stuff with Howard University and Wells Fargo, who he works for. And so, yeah, I mean, listen,
did he get a pair?
He did not. He tried and failed.
He's not on the list.
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful shoe, and I'm glad to see Howard signed with Jordan Brand and Jordan Brand doing stuff like this, and
that's so dope.
I hope they continue doing it. One thing I really want, man, is I got to find a way to get the Jordan
Soccer
brand
jersey.
soccer jersey. That I really, really want that.
Just go to one of the practices and talk to one of the kids. Be like, yo, I'll buy your jersey from you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I really want the
Because
soccer.
I don't
jersey.
think you can buy it. Like at the
No, they. I mean, well, you know what? That's a good point. I might just go to the bookstore and see.
I
With this
doubt they'll
new
sell.
branding, who knows? Maybe they're
That's
doing all
true.
kinds of stuff now.
That's
Because
true.
I mean, you could buy, I think, Howard basketball jerseys.
Yeah, that's true. Not the on the
You
field
know.
ones though.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I'll get something though. Something is better than nothing. I do want the jersey.
Do you don't know anybody that with the soccer program at Howard?
No, not
Wow,
anymore. I mean,
that's,
I'm so
that's
far.
surprising.
I'm so far removed from college, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, but I'm
as a-
saying, but like, you don't have any homeboys that coach there. Like,
no, not anymore. I mean, I have friends who played for Howard. You know,
yeah,
almost 20 years ago, and
No,
they
for
were
sure,
on
for
the
sure, for
team
sure,
and,
for
and
sure.
things like that. And but yeah, not at a current level. I think those coaches have changed throughout the years, and would they be able to go over there and maybe
I
get
know
something?
somebody. I
Sure.
know somebody you could probably ask.
All right, let's do it. But yeah, I mean, I'm my niece is actually playing for University of Tennessee and killed it, man. She's out there murdering it. 18 years old and also playing for the Jamaican national soccer team, women's, and just scored 2 goals against Kentucky. She's a monster out there,
Wow,
man.
that's huge.
Shout out to Cameron Simmons. Her dad actually played for Howard as well. DC United, Miami FC, Miami Fusion, and for the Jamaica national soccer team as well. So I know he's super proud and excited, and I'm happy for him as well as for her and their
Hell
whole
yeah.
family. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I just in more sneaker news,
Oh, what happened?
I just saw that StockX has begun withdrawing payouts from seller accounts that sold the Air Jordan 11 retro stolen from the container yard in Memphis. Shoes,
How do they know?
Yeah, serial numbers maybe.
Gotta be serial number. Shoes violate the StockX terms and conditions of use. The item in question will be provided to law enforcement or destroyed.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's like a
shit.
pawn shop buying like a stolen watch or something. You're receiving stolen goods and selling them, so it's against the law.
Wow.
You know.
Damn.
You better close your account, close your bank account real quick or something.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, you already hit, and I mean,
They're passing
You
that
already
info
hit.
along to law enforcement.
Yeah, you're
I mean,
well, what if you bought it off some dude?
Yeah, what
in
if you
fucking
bought it at
Memphis
the
at
barber shop?
McDonald's?
Yeah.
I mean, there's gonna be a lot of that, of course.
That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
That's it, and just stick with that story.
So
I
then-
found him on the street. I was driving down my car. There was 20 boxes on the street.
Slam Ed says, "Did StockX return their cut in all these cases?" This guy who's leading the thread says they removed the amount that was paid, which means they made money on the original transaction, and they still have the sneakers and the payment sent to sellers.
Yeah.
One seller said he had regular transaction also getting taken out of his account. It's wild.
Listen, this is StockX. The white people are always going to find a way to make their money and fuck everybody else.
No-
in the process.
It's the fine print, bro.
No IPOs this year because of the market, and they can't have another funding round. If they don't IPO soon, you can expect another round of layoffs.
You talk about StockX.
Yep.
Is that their plan was to go public? I guess so. That's what it
at
sounds
some
like.
at
Right?
some point, yeah, because Dan Gilbert owns them. Dan Gilbert owns the Cleveland Cavaliers. He owns half of downtown Detroit.
Yeah.
Like he's a business person, but at the end of the day, they're not making any money off this now. So they're gonna have to find. And I mean, that market was gonna crash at some point. Whether
Get 'em out of here.
whether Nike wanted to release more shoes or whether they, did whatever. I've seen that the Monier pennies, those
penny
they had
twos.
some penny twos. They had some official photos floating around now.
I saw Clark Kent post his pair. The black pair looks crazy. It's really nice.
Clark Kent is just more of a cheat code. You can't really base can't really base what you want on Clark Kent,
Sure,
man. He gets so much stuff you're never gonna get. But there is a lot of obviously Monier has I think a black pair and a gray pair.
White
I think
pair.
they're white pair. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it's So you know, I mean, obviously there's a lot of sneakers. I missed out on some sneakers today for Bella. The
Oh, you missed
orange,
out on the dunks,
it's the orange
the orange fade
Dunkos.
ones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those are kind of dope.
The
Do you
LeBron's
all want
drop.
those Monier penny twos? I might be able to get those.
I don't need them. I'll be honest with you.
I'm passing on them. I'll be honest. I'm not that I don't like them. I really like the black pair.
You know
but
who might want them? Silent
Who?
Tom might want them. He fucks with that shoe.
Okay,
He had,
Silent Tom. Let's
yeah,
get your
no,
pick.
he told me he wore a pair over the weekend and killed the streets.
The penny
Yeah, that's what I'm
ones.
saying.
He
That's
killed the
his
streets.
shoe.
Yeah, the
But
LeBron,
okay,
the LeBron 20s come out Thursday. Oof, need them.
that's a on-court basketball shoe. It looks good.
Which
Uh,
ones? The
The
straps?
20s.
No,
The
no, no.
20.
They basically have the DNA of a Kobe shoe, which is why they're going to do really well.
LeBron 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The yellow Tom Sachs come out Thursday. I definitely need those. I don't know if it's a women's shoe, though. Interesting.
You talk about the ones that already came out.
The general purpose women's shoe?
Yeah, the yellow pair. Oh,
Yeah.
you're saying it's coming out on Sneakers app on
Yep.
Thursday.
They're saying it's a
Okay.
women. I don't know if it's a women's shoe, though.
The sizing is in women's, but I think it's general purpose, so it's meant to be unisex.
Yeah, I think it has both sizes on the
All
bottom.
I'm saying is
Sizes
the
has-
name. The name just says general purpose women's shoe. That's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, the sizing. I think it's like Virgil's Jordan 4s that were supposedly women's, right? But
Right.
they went up to like a size 15 in women's, which is like a 13 and a half men's. So
Right.
the Air Max Scorpions, those actually look pretty fire. I'm not mad at those. Those are.
I
coming
really
out
like
soon.
these Jordan 1 lows, the UNC pair that's coming out tomorrow, Wednesday.
I don't think it's a UNC though. I think it's a slightly
UNC.
off color. It
Yeah,
says
but
UNC?
the name says UNC, and it's
That's
a,
the,
it's a,
the
it's a
Nike
navy-
name or the Hype Beast dub name.
That's the hype beast name because it says black and dark powder blue.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So maybe that's the hype beast name.
Yeah.
But I've never been like a big lows Jordan 1 low guy, but I'm getting a pair of those.
I have a pair of Jordan lows on now. I'll fuck
Do
with
you
them.
really? What color?
I just got like this color. I don't know. Yeah, all right.
Oh,
I just
those are
bought them.
dope. I like
That's
those.
Pretty dope.
That's a kicking
Yeah.
shoe. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
they
Yeah.
chill. I mean, it's
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not doing nothing, but they're nice.
I need these LeBrons though. They're gonna go perfect with the
We could
with
get you those.
sweatpants season.
Is that the pink ones or what color is that?
Purple.
You're looking at?
It's white with a pink sole.
Right.
I don't
that's the
need them
one
though. I don't need them. I'm just saying that. I don't.
You know what to think about these LeBrons and these Jordans and things. You know, you're like, yo, I want them, but the retail be like 220, 250.
I know.
Yeah,
it's
it's
stupid.
You're like,
it's
yo,
$200,
what the
yeah.
fuck?
That's those Air Max Scorpions. We talked about that at the shop today. Like PJ Tucker, he had them on. He had them in his story.
Air Max Scorpions. I gotta look at
Yeah, and then it's a chunky sole. They look amazing, and it
Okay.
retails 250. Like yo, they're gonna look amazing with gray sweats and like a Nike tech suit, but 250 for the sneakers, y'all are wilding. Like
them shits is ugly, dog.
this shit's fire.
You talking about the
bro.
ones
Chef-
with they kind of have the Vapor Max sole?
Those are fire.
Yeah, except for like the Alexander McQueen kind of vape. We can't see it, but like
Can't
them
see
it.
them shits is stupid, man. Look at the sole.
Yeah,
out
Yeah,
there.
I can see people fuck with those though. I see it, but
Nah,
yeah, I
dog.
mean like, you know, like CDG just dropped some Air Max 97s and the retail on them was 350.
Crazy.
Man, what are you talking about for real?
Crazy.
Seriously, why are you charging me 200 over what they need to be?
Yo, I'm not gonna front. This thread is really good.
What thread is this?
The one about the dudes from
StockX?
yeah, it's really good. The dude's offering some really good insight.
Send me
Black
that,
dude,
Joe.
I guess he wrote a book. I'll put it in the group chat.
Yeah.
But it's really good. Like I mean, you know, Slam Ed is he goes in and dude has a
Why do I know
nice-
that name?
Russ Bankston.
Wait, Russ Bank is this on Twitter? Russ is no longer
Yeah,
on Twitter.
he's on Twitter. He got back on Twitter not too
Oh,
long
he
ago.
did. He got a new
Yeah.
name.
No, his
Oh,
name is Russ Bankston back on
Oh.
Twitter.
Oh, I got it.
I think he just deactivated. He never deleted his account.
Yeah,
I was
he
on. I was
so
on. I
Twitter
know.
now.
I know. I was on Twitter when he
Okay,
when he
so
lost.
he's
When
not.
he
Oh,
lost.
so he's the one reporting on this.
No, it's another guy, but he's like
I see.
leading the questioning is
Okay.
very much from him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
send me that joint. I want to
If
catch up
you're
on see what that is.
if you're listening and if you're not familiar, Russ Bankston, his Nike Talk name was Slam Ed. This is 20 years ago, and basically he was the editor of Slam magazine at the
Yep.
time, and offered just a very just a classic look on. There you go. Abdul's holding up some Slam sneakers for those who are just listening,
Some
but
some samples that never
Mister
came out.
Mister Humble Brag.
for sure. All right, so I'm looking at the time. I know we got to wrap it up soon. We will get into what is Abdul watching as soon as his screen
Oh
comes up.
man. So I just finished Industry, which is the second season of Industry on HBO. Um, I highly recommend it. Um, I think everybody at this point knows what the show's about. It's about the financial markets and a bunch of young analysts and older analysts in working for sort of like a Goldman Sachs equivalent in the UK called Peerpoint. Um, and really, really good. Only 8 episodes. I wish there were more, but I ran through that second season so quick, man. Um, and I just started back up on. I'm now catching up on the second season of City Hall, which is a show based in Boston and about corrupt police and the corrupt DA and corrupt FBI in the city of Boston during the early '90s, and it's based on a true story. Um, and Kevin Bacon is in it. Um, the new season of Atlanta, I believe, just started. I'm queuing that up. I'm just
Four
gonna.
episodes in, I watched the first three.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, that's
they're,
surprising. Because did
it's
you
they're,
did you just go to the new season or did you start on season one?
well, I watched one and two.
Oh, you did. All right, all
Yeah, I
right.
watched one. Three, I honestly I did not watch because that first episode just threw me off
I get it. I
so
get it.
much. And then even the one that was, if you pay attention to the news, they make parallels in every
Yes.
episode, and so that is very much what the news seasons are about. So it's
I also think it's the last season too.
it
I
is it
think.
is
I
it is
think.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's I feel like I want to watch that show when the sun is up, just for whatever reason. But go ahead.
Yeah, so new season. I'm waiting for those episodes to pile up. I'm gonna catch up on it once the whole season is done. Um, I am also waiting for uh, Kanan, which is part of the Power uh, uh,
Umbrella.
umbrella. Yeah, that's a good word for it. About young Kanan and the young 50 Cent based in his life in growing up in Queens. The first season was remarkable. And they said this second season is not disappointing either, man. And that's also based in the early '90s in South Side of Queens. And what they really did that was so great about that show is they really truly reflected that era, whether it was in the fashion or it was in the cars that people were driving, um, and how everybody was dressing and talking, the lingo. They really
Got it.
nailed it. Yeah, they nailed it. So um, I'm gonna catch up on that once that season is done. Um, whatever happened to Godfather of Harlem? They never came back,
What
huh?
the exact or BMF?
Yeah, or BMF. I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe it was COVID or maybe it's coming. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's all I got for TV right now, man. I'm gonna get done here and go back and watch some more TV and try to get up and go running early in the morning.
It's
Yeah,
about to be TV watching season pretty
it's
soon,
TV.
anyways.
Yeah, I mean between NFL, NBA, hockey's gonna start, baseball's ending.
Yeah.
It's TV season, right? And then I don't know what too much new music. I haven't really been paying attention. I've been working so much. I think it's been my busiest September in a while. So it's good. I got another. I got like 6 gigs this weekend.
Jeez. Okay.
Something like that. And then October we go crazy again. So If you don't know new music, just hey man, send it our way. We appreciate it. We knocked it out again though, fellas. Shout out to my guy, always available. Hashtag Streetwear Eddie.
Peace, yo.
Shout out to my man, Don't Charge Abdul.
Yes, sir.
One time for Silent Tom. I am DJ Jerome breaking the third. Make sure you check out What's a Podcast.live for our previous episodes and youtube.com/ What's a Podcast for the video episodes. We're out. Peace.
Peace.